EA Sports. It's in the game.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk. I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it when it's time you wanna cry.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Mike 54. Drop deep.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Good.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over them into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now it's Lockett. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 50, plant. 50, check back 50. Big grip, big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First down, Denver.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 38 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Penny, a first down carry. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
14. Kick the edge. Come.
Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cassius Marsh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Wilson throwing again. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. Single, single.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10.
Listen. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Penny. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is now 21-14. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
5.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cassius Marsh, his 2nd sack of the night.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Locked to throw for it on 4th. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin with a run by Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, past the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now a give, right side, Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
14.
Here's Penny. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation, because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Back to throw. Now a desperation. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Booker T.
951. All day.
Left pass.
Watch it.
Here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Go.
Throwing now is Wilson. And Dixon has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
On first down, it's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Fight, Lady!
47. Check, 47. 3 buzz.
This is Carson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm, and by the way, yards count either way.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.